Hey y'all, Choice here. Thank you so much for joining me again for another session of Choice Spirit. Today I want to speak a little bit about, let me say this. Depending on where you live, you know how everything is seasonal, you know? There's a time and season for everything. So depending on where you live, you prepare for the upcoming season. So if where you live it gets cold, you get your coat out. You prepare yourself and your house for the new season. Depending on where you live, some people don't necessarily prepare for the upcoming season because it's just it just seems to be one season, across the board. So they don't have to change their dress, the way that they dress. They don't have to, do anything to prepare for a season. But I'm here to tell you, y'all, this is a season where it's time for change. Leading up until this point, I spoke to you about keeping your vibe high. The reason for the push is because of the season. There's a shift going on. There's a shift happening. And it's important for us to prepare to keep ourselves right during the shift. Okay? Part of that is keeping your vibe on high, like I mentioned before. And for those of you who are just tuning in, the vibe on high thing is kind of like everything has a frequency. Everything is vibrational. And the vibration is formed according to the frequency. The energy that vibrates is formed by a frequency. So just briefly, for those that have not had an opportunity to listen to some of my other videos about frequency and vibration, depending on how you are feeling, if you're in a uplifted, if you're feeling good, you'll vibe nice. If you're feeling grateful, appreciation, love, joy, happiness, that is a higher frequency. The vibration is a little higher than if you are in a state of fear, anger, envy, jealousy, hatred, anything like that. Then that would be a lower vibrational frequency. So I just mentioned that to keep you updated. So you want to maintain a higher frequency during this season, especially during this season. So that means gaining some control over your emotions. Gaining and maintaining control over your emotions for this season. Because it's important. Okay? You know a lot is going on. They're trying to figure out how they're going to inject people with people that believe that it's needed and necessary for their survival. Those people might as well go on and get it, because it's according to how you create your reality, how much your belief in your reality.